everyone, welcome or welcome back to Budgets and Dreams. My name's Jen and I'm on a journey to pay off £27,000 worth of debt with a goal to pay off £10,000 in this year in 2022. How are you, you wonderful, lovely people you? I hope you are really, really well. I'd like to say a big hello to all of my new subscribers. You just keep subscribing and I don't quite understand why, but I'll take it. So thank you very much to everyone who has recently subscribed, and thank you so much to all of the people who have been with me for a while now, or even since the beginning. You have no idea how much your support means to me. It's really keeping me motivated. There is no way I would have stuck with this for this long, I don't think, without the channel, without you guys. So just a huge thank you to everybody, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Apologies if I sound a bit weird today. I have got COVID again, COVID number 3. I am actually well on the road to recovery now. Today's day 6, but I just can't shift this general, what's the word they use, malaise, the feeling of being fatigued and heady and stuff. So yeah, that's a bit annoying, but never mind. We will motor on and motor through. We are well practiced at that and we can do it. So let's jump into the affirmation. So last week's affirmation was, I am learning to trust my journey. This resonated with quite a few of you this week. There's actually somebody very close to me in my life. When I read this last week and it came up, I was like, oh my gosh, that is for her. So yeah, it was weird. It's weird, isn't it, how these happen and they just kind of ping, they just make sense to you in the moment. But yeah, so I'm hoping that you all guys got a chance to use this one last week. So let's have a look at this week's affirmation. And oh gosh, it is, oh fab. Every challenge I face is an opportunity to grow. I live my life by this. I really, really do. I can't think of a single challenge I have faced in my life where I haven't learned something, or I haven't taken the opportunity to think in the moment, there is something I can learn from this. Resilience, knowledge, family relationships, personal relationships, absolutely every challenge is an opportunity to grow. And in my experience and the way that I do things is when I have grown and I've learned, I like to share that with other people, which is partly why I'm doing this channel and partly why I share these affirmations and why I talk about my own mental health journey and all those sorts of things. So yeah, so every challenge I face is an opportunity to grow. Love it. I really, really do believe that. Cool. Okay, so that was the affirmation. Let's have a look at what I've done for spending this week. As ever, if you're not interested in seeing what I've been up to spending wise or looking at the budget, feel free to skip along to hyperjar or onto the cash stuffing. Cool. So let's have a look at what we've been doing spending wise. So we have, try and make a bit more room. We are finishing off July, first of all. So on the 29th of July, which is Friday of last week, we went swimming. Myself and my son went swimming. When we got off the train to go swimming though, my son had the most bizarre stomachache. He was in absolute agony. He had his appendix out a few years ago, and the level of pain he was experiencing was the same as when he had appendicitis. It was really bizarre, and then it just disappeared. But in that moment, we did spend a bit of extra money out of the holiday budget. So whilst that was happening, I got him some mints. So I was always told that peppermint's good for a tummy ache, right? So I got my son some extra strong mints and he took one. It was only about 5 minutes after that this stomach ache just disappeared. And so he's now convinced that all he needs to do if he has a tummy ache is just have an extra strong mint, which is so sweet. So yeah, so I did buy him some extra strong mints. And then after we went swimming and it was fab, we had a great time. I did chicken out from going down the slide though. I was all up for it, and then I realised that the whole slide was like a tube and enclosed. I was like, nah, not doing that. So after we went swimming, we got some ice creams on the way home. Why not? I can't help ourselves. But we did get that out of summer holidays pot, not the ice cream pot. And then Friday, medical wise, I needed to get some sleeping tablets is what I need. So I struggle with sleeping, particularly in the summertime. So I need to get some sleeping tablets. And then on Saturday was the fun day, wasn't it? Yeah, I went to the hen do on Saturday. It was amazing. Yeah, it's right there. Hen do. I spent £83.90. So I took my credit card with me because I had a funny feeling that the bars wouldn't accept cash, and also I didn't want to put it onto hyperjar because sometimes places don't accept the hyperjar card. Only random weird places. It's only happened to me like once or twice. But my friend who did take a hyperjar card, it didn't work in the machine. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. Don't let it put you off hyperjar. Just always make sure you've got a backup. So anyway, I took my credit card, and because I had my credit card, I got back into old habits, I guess. And every time it was like, oh, I'll get that. I'll get you that £10 cocktail. It's fine. So yeah, I ended up spending like £83, and I was drinking £10 £10 for a cocktail. But I had a number of different cocktails and they were all extremely lovely. So it was worth it. So the way that I'm recovering that £83.90 is I took £20 from Celebration. That was actually before we left. That was to get a bottle of Prosecco and some pre-drinks for myself. So I took £20 from Celebration, all of the £50 that was in going out. I gave myself a £10 spending advance, which was a little bit naughty, but I did it. And also I took £3.90 out of the money that I got for the dress return. So I bought a dress from Joe Brown's, didn't work, got a refund, used £3.90 out of that. And the other thing there was on that day is a home spend of £21.95, and I think that was when my husband went to B&Q and he got some new wood chip and stuff. I literally just went hen do, garden. Anyway, that was the end of that week. So let's move on into August. Here we are. So on the Sunday, I spent the remainder of that refund money for the dress to buy a different dress for the wedding. And I love it. It's really cool. And I'm really excited to wear it. I now just have to find shoes, a handbag, and maybe a hat. I think it'd be kind of cool to get a hat for the wedding, like a proper one. Be great. So I spent £22.19 on a dress, £8.99 on O stuff. That was for an extension lead for his rooms because he's got all these electrical things. So yeah, bought him an extension lead. £3.45 for home. That was just for some, what was it? Dishwasher tablets. Boring. My son and I spent £5.99 on KFC after we went to the cinema. So Family Fun was the cinema, and then we just popped in, got a little bit of chicken on the way home to add to our dinners, which was like salads and stuff. Excuse me, I just need to sniff. Cinema was great fun, actually. We went to see Super Pets. But I'm not going to lie, I was extremely hungover, so I can't tell you if it was a good movie or not, because I was not in a good place. But yeah, at one point I really did doze off, and then my son turned to ask me a question about the film. I was like, huh? Yeah, great. So oh dear, I'm a bit hyper today. So that was that. So that was the weekend, that was the expense, that is done. So Monday, the 1st of August, we just got a little bit of extra groceries. Tuesday, the 2nd of August, we did have a no spend. Super fantastic. Wednesday, we went and bought those extra fishies that we said we were going to go and buy. So we now have a nice full tank. We've got 8 fish in there now. We've got 6 platies and 2 minnows, and they're all getting along swimmingly. You see what I did there? Home was £4.55. That would have been something that my husband bought for something around the house that I can't remember. Oh, that was a candle and something else from Wilko's. Gifts, my son has bought, he's going to a birthday party on Sunday, and that was the gift for that little boy. Just a bit on top up, and I did give myself another £10 advance on my spending money, which is going to bite me in the butt when we come to do the cash stuffing, but I ran out of vape juice, and unfortunately I did need to get some more, so I'm a bit upset about that, but you know, we can't dwell on these things. And then yesterday, stuff, I just bought my son some ice creams like for the freezer. So again, that didn't come out of the ice cream pot because it wasn't fancy ice cream. Gifts, £4.63. That was some postage for the giveaway. It's finally gone, yay. And a birthday card for that little boy's birthday. And then we spent £12.54 out of the holiday pot just on some McDonald's. Because I've been feeling rough and there wasn't anything in for lunch, and my husband had gone to work and I just didn't want to have to go to the shop. So I just ordered McDonald's. I don't know why I'm trying to make excuses, it just is. So coming up next week, we have got, today is a very exciting day. My son is going gliding at 4:30 this afternoon, which is amazing. I don't know, I'm terrified. I'm really scared, but I'm sure he'll be fine. He's probably more scared than I am, but yeah, going gliding. Eek. Saturday, we're having a barbecue with some family and friends, and then my son has got this birthday party on Sunday, and then the rest of the week is clear to chill, catch up on work. My work colleague is out for the next 2 weeks on holiday, so I need to knuckle down and focus on work. So I'm actually really glad that I've got nothing else sort of going on the weekends until later in the month when it's our anniversary week. Can't wait. So that is it for the spending. So let's have a look at the budget. So this is last week's budget. So we'll just have a quick recap and see how we got on. So starting balance was as we expected, 1,339.64. No other extra income. Expenses, our bills. So we were 32.69 over on our bills, and that was because one of my son's gymnastics clubs came out a couple of days early. I'd budgeted for next week, but it came out budgeted for this week, but it came out last week. And there was also a few little adjustments for some other bills as well. So that was 32.69 over, but £32 of that is essentially budgeted in the grand scheme of things, so it's fine. £20 over for my spending money, and that was the two £10. I took the £10 to cover the rest of the money I spent on my credit card for the hen do, and £10 for some vape juice. And that means that overall we were £52.69 over budget, but £32 of that, like I said, is technically just budgeted later in the month. So that really is it. So our final balance, which will be our starting balance for this week, is £598.37. So week 3 of this pay period for us is the 5th to the 11th of August. We've got a starting balance of £598.37. Like I said, we're not expecting any additional income. Our bills are going to be around 116.32. Be pretty precise. Nothing, no minimum debt payments this week. I'm going to put £30 into my son's GoHenry account to cover his earnings that he has. He's picked up a new task, which is to walk the dog, which is very exciting. I can't believe I have a son who is old enough to go and walk the dog on his own. It's a bit scary. Yeah. So yeah, no extra spending for myself and my husband. Hyperjar's getting 185 and we're stuffing 140 in cash. So our total outgoings for the week are £471.32, which means our ending balance will be £127.05. That is the budget. So let's move on to Hyperjar and start stuffing some monies. So here we are in Hyperjar. So first things first, did I ever bring any of that stuff back into shop? I don't know. First things first, let's move over our spare change into anniversary still. So there's £4.37 that is going in there. So £4.37. And we are just going to keep racking this up until our anniversary in a couple of weeks. And then we'll see what's left. And then we've had a chat about it, and we are going to, rather than change this to a pot for myself and my husband really likes the idea of changing it to a pot for us as a family to go out for a nice family dinner. So eating and food is a big part of our lives. It always was. It's contributed quite significantly to the debt that we were in. We always used to go out for really fancy dinners that we couldn't afford, and we love going out to eat as a family. So we are actually going to change anniversary to family meal out, which I thought was really sweet. So yeah, but until our anniversary, we're just going to keep putting the spare change in there, and we might have extra money so I can have those 2 puddings that I want. So let's top up the weekly stuff. So we are actually putting £100 into groceries this week. We are having a barbecue on Saturday, and so I need to get a few extra bits for that. We're not going to go crazy, just make sure that we've got like the basics in for people. And petrol, we're actually putting in £45 for that this week because my mother-in-law is looking after our dog for us because He is a hound, he is food motivated, and he also goes crazy when we have people in the house. Like excited, not like angry or anything. So a barbecue is not the environment for him to be in. So yeah, so bless. My mother-in-law is actually taking him for the whole weekend, which is great. She absolutely loves him and he loves her because she spoils him rotten. So he's going to come home very well walked and very well fed. But yeah, he's going to have a lovely weekend, so that's really exciting. So yeah, we just need the extra money for the petrol so that we can get there and back. Top Up's getting its normal 20, and Family Fun is also getting its normal 20. So that now has 21. Because we've got the barbecue on Saturday, I'm not expecting us to spend this money. If anything, it will probably go on food on Sunday, but I'm really hoping not. I'd like to roll that over a little bit because we want to go to Thorpe Park at some point this summer holidays, and I don't think we've got enough money in the pot for Thorpe Park and all the other things we want to do. So if we can build up a bit of extra money and family fun whilst we're here, that would be really good. So yeah, so that's the weekly jars stuffed. All the other jars are still in existence and doing okay. The only one that's floundering again a little is home. So what I've decided is I'm not going to top up home again now. If we need anything for the house, then we are going to have to save for it and plan for it properly. I feel like home is one of our big spending areas. So what I did in June was I fully funded the majority of these jars in here out of my bonus that I got through work. And it's working for most of them, but for home we're a little bit trigger happy, so that's going to have to become like a regular one, like Family Fun, I think. But I'll work that into the budget at some point, just not yet. And Italy, because we like an update on that, is on 64.53. So what we're doing with Italy is my sister puts all of her spare change into there at the end of a week, like when she does her budget. And I also put any spare change that I have from wants and needs in there as well, and a bit extra every month. But yeah, we're getting there slowly but surely. So that is it for hyperjar. So let's move on to stuff some cash. Okay, so as ever, we are going to start with the penny savings challenge. So I have got £10 here for my out and about money. Actually, let's use some of these crusty ones. Okay, £10 for my out and about money for the week, and I've also got £1.03 left over from last week. So I am going to roll the dice and we're going to see how much of this £10 goes into Flossie, into the penny savings challenge. Flossie is my llama, and how much is going into my pocket. Oh, 5. Oh, that's really handy though, seeing as I've only got 2 5s. Cool. Okay, so £5 for my pocket and £5 for Flossie, although that will go in my binder because it's a note, not a coin. So we've got £6.03 in total to go into the penny savings challenge. So let's pop those pennies in there. I'll just grab the binder. So this is my binder where I keep all of my own personal spending money, which comes out of my allowance. So that £5 is going to go in there. So there's £55 in there now. And then whatever change, oh, don't know if you saw that, £55 in there now and whatever changes in Flossie. So let's figure out how we're going to do this then. So what did I say we've got? £6 and 3. What I might do is I'm going to actually knock off a big one whilst we can, if I can get this open. So we're going to do 356 and then I'm going to have to figure out what else we're going to do. Give me 1 sec. Cool. Okay, so we are going to do 53 and 57, which is green. Oh no, what happened to 56? Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, no, 56, 56 and 57. Yeah, and 81, I think, was left over. So let me just double check that maths is right. So we have got, so this should all add up to £6 and 3 pence. So we did £3.56 add 53p, add 56p, add 57p, add, what did I do? 81. 81 equals, oh no. Oh, right. £3.56 add 53 add 56 add 57 add 81 equals £6.03. Lovely. that's the penny savings challenge done. So let's get on and stuff some cash in the binders. So let's start with stuffing some monies. Let's pop that there. So we are going to start as ever with birthday with £5. So £5 into birthday. That's 150 for my son's birthday and 25.30 in cash. That's £180, which is cool. Right, car is getting 20. And we get to colour in our awesome, lovely tracker from What If I Fly. So 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 50, 70, 90, 100, 110, 120, yeah. So let's colour in 2 more of these dots on here, just quickly and briefly, and I will worry about that later. So that is good progress there. Next, we have got Christmas, but I am not stuffing Christmas this week because we double stuffed it last week. The lovely Esther from My Money Matters did point out to me that I needed to colour in an extra present. So thank you very much, Esther. I did realise when I got off camera that I needed to do that, and then I added them up and thought I'd coloured in one too many, and then I added them up again yesterday and realised I hadn't. So this is now correct, is the long and short of that story. So Christmas has got 350? Yeah, 350. O Clothes isn't getting anything because we're good there for now. O Clubs is getting another 20 so that we can actually afford to pay his club's fees when they come in at the end of August. So we've now got 20, 40, 60, 81, 120, 125 for clubs, which is awesome. Another £20, I think, and we should be done. No, I want to get to 150, so another 25, and that should cover clubs and hopefully a bit extra as well. So next we've got school holidays. So we are on the school holidays and we are currently spending the money we saved for the summer holidays. We are now saving as well for the next half term in October. So we have £20 saved up for that already. Next is tech, which is also getting £10. So that now has 20, 40, 50, 65. 65 in tech. And we need 325 in there by January, so that is all good. Savings is not getting anything. We've already coloured that one in. That's where we track our Help to Buy savings accounts that we have. So that's all good. Nothing going into the Reach 10K. We didn't make any extra payments. And then that takes me on to my favourite part, the Freedom Challenge. So Freedom Challenge, here we go. We are putting 45 into the challenge this week, I think. I hope. Yeah, 45. Oh, I love this butterfly. It's so pretty. So 45 into the Freedom Challenge. Do you know what's wonderful about doing a challenge like this where you have separate little pockets? Is you forget about it. And because you're not saving it, it doesn't feel like you're not counting it, sorry. It doesn't feel like it's a chore or it's taking time. I can't really explain it, but it's just fun. It's just genuinely really, really good fun. So to think I've nearly finished this now, so I've got 2 more left, and then we would have saved our first 500 to go towards our debt, and it feels like no time. And I've just absolutely loved this way of saving. It's fab. So if you have an opportunity to get your hands on a binder like this, I highly recommend it. So let's move on to my personal spending money now. So back into the green binder. We really don't have much to play with because I did advance myself that extra £20. So we've only got £30 to play with this week, I think. Yeah. So I'm not putting anything into going out because the £10 that I advanced myself to cover the hen do was going out. So I've already spent that money, spent it before I had it, which is really sad. Nothing in going out. Hair is getting £10, but I only have a £20 note. So I am going to take out 10 and put in 20. Yep, it had 20, now has 30. That's plus 10, it's all good. So hair now has £30, ready for my next hair appointment, which is actually really soon. But yeah, I needed to get it done before the wedding. So that is coming up towards the end of August. Retreat is getting £5, as it does now every week because it is a priority. So I need to take £5 out and put £10 in. I don't know why I did that in the envelope. That was just making it extra awkward. So in retreat, we now have 50, 100, 110, 115, 120, 125, 130. 130 in retreat, which is cool. I'll colour in the tree in a bit off camera, just saves everybody at least 5 seconds. So next thing we've got £5 left, and that is going to be for our dice roll challenge. So what I normally do is have £15 left at this point, but I advanced myself £20, and so I don't have the £10 and blah, blah, blah. So we just have £5 is the long and short of it. So let's roll the dice. I've rolled a 2 again, which is clothes. And that is actually really, really perfect. It's like the universe is looking out for me because I haven't yet finished my outfit for the wedding. So that's really cool. So now I've got 10, 15, £20 in clothes. I'm hoping to get what I can from charity shops. So yeah, I will keep you updated on that. I did have a look around a charity shop yesterday, actually. Found a really cool hat, nearly bought it. Then realised it was completely on impulse and decided not to because I'm better than that. So let's bring Flossie back in to say goodbye. So thank you ever so much again, everybody. Reminder, oh, there's horses walking outside. Oh, they're really pretty. As a reminder of this week's affirmation, every challenge I face is an opportunity to grow. And I strongly, strongly believe this, and I really do live my life by this. And yeah, so that is that. I love you all so supremely much, and you know it. So I will see you next week for another cash stuffing. Oh, I owe you a debt update. It is coming. Oh, I'm going to try and do that next week. Okay, love you. Bye.